How El Muchino was killed.
February 22nd, 2026. Mexico wakes up in total chaos. Highways.
This is a crazy day on the timeline. You feel me? You open up your phone, you check Twitter. It's airports and it's just guns everywhere. There was a gas station clip. They made him get out the car. Or I don't even know what they made him go back in the car. They had guns on him. They said him leave, 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 and they blew it up.
Is blocked by burning vehicles.
Crazy
Supermarkets
day.
set on fire. Airports in panic and flights.
But Loki, now they fell off because now we got Iran and all that. So, you know, if Mexico is still going through it, like nobody cares anymore because now we got Iran. So there's always a new distraction at the end of the day, and that's kind of crazy to think about, bro, because people are still dying.
Canceled. At first glance, it seems like the beginning of a civil war, but this wave of simultaneous violence is the desperate reaction to one single piece of news. Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, better known as El Mencho, the leader
El Mancho. Mancho? No, that says Munchinho.
of the extremely powerful and bloodthirsty Jalisco New Generation.
Jalisco. They all gotta join the alliance and hit Minnesota. No, we got a lot of Mexicans over here. We good, bro. We certified. Okay, we certified. Oh no, my friend. No, we good people. You know, if they hit MN, the whole world coming down with us. Exactly. What's his name? Tim Walls. Get a nuke ready, bro. If they ever touch us, get a nuke ready. You feel me?
Cartel has been killed. After years of a manhunt, the elusive drug
I was about to say
lord
something,
has
but
met
I
his
don't know if
end.
I should say
To
it.
understand the enormity of what happened in February
All those essay
2026,
jokes, get ready.
we
No, they're
must
gonna
take
love
a
me, bro.
step back
Trust.
and understand who was the man that terrorized an entire nation. Born in 1966 in Michoacan, El Mencho did not love public life and the spotlight like other drug traffickers. He was a ghost.
Wait, he was born into it? That's low-key lucky, but like he ended up dying. But that's still like kind of crazy. Imagine you're born and you're a like that's basically your Gojo of the cartel. Like that's wow.
A man who guided his empire from the shadows. In the 80s, at the age of only 19 years old, he was arrested in San Francisco for dealing heroin. After being convicted,
Damn, that's what he was doing at 19? I'm a loser.
Deported from the United States.
I'm 19 right now doing
worked as a
nothing.
local police officer before passing definitively to the other side of the barricade. His true rise.
Yeah, he was out here doing gang stuff at 19. Youngboy dropped AI Youngboy 2 at 19. Do I know any other cool 19-year-olds? Yeah, nobody else had aura except for Youngboy. Who had aura at 19? Youngboy. Yeah, just Youngboy. I ain't gonna lie. It's straight up just.
However,
biggest five.
begins around 2009 when he founds the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. The CJNG became, in a few years, the fastest growing criminal organization in the world. In addition to flooding the United States with fentanyl and methamphetamines, the
I didn't have aura. Oh, Speed. How did I forget about Speed? Speed is the only person to compete with Youngboy when it comes to being young and auraful. Not gonna lie.
Cartel of El Mencho.
And maybe LeBron, but like, okay, it's not maybe Loki. They called him the chosen one at 16. 18, he was in the NBA doing crazy stuff. Youngboy at 18, he's dropping outside today. Like LeBron and Youngboy is going head to head, and Speed right there too. E-date Kai 19, yeah, he was doing E-dates and stuff like that. He was. The aura didn't come until 2022, bro.
Itself by a disturbing characteristic, its paramilitary power, explosive drones, rocket launchers, and an unprecedented ferocity that spared neither rivals, nor civilians, nor high state officials. But how do you catch a criminal who has at his disposal a private army? The answer arrived from a fatal mistake exploited by Mexican intelligence in close collaboration with the United States. And
I heard he died because
a
a girl.
Happens in the history of great criminal bosses. The weak point was his inner circle. The secret agents monitoring.
See, that's why Youngboy said, "How you gonna die if you ain't got no snakes in your circle?"
Movements of one of the romantic partners of Oseguera discover a scheduled meeting in an isolated ranch in the mountains of Tapalpa. It is the opportunity they had been waiting for years. In the hours that precede the dawn of Sunday, February 22nd, the trap is sprung. Special forces and infantry, supported by helicopters, surround the area. But the reception is brutal. The personal guard of El Mencho opens fire with grenade launchers and heavy weapons to cover the escape of the boss, who throws himself desperately into the thick surrounding woods. El Mencho is tracked down among the trees.
They got bazookas and all that over there, bro.
Together with two of his
we gotta join.
He is captured alive. The military authorities organize an emergency air transfer towards a hospital in Mexico City, hoping to save him to put him on trial. But it is too late.
Wait, why'd he die?
Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes dies in flight. At 59 years old, the reign of terror of El
59. So why did they use this photo like he looked 20 right here?
Mencho closes. But
wait, how did he die?
Towards a hospital in Mexico City, hoping he's together with two tracked desperately into the thick surrounding woods. El Mencho is tracked down among the trees, severely wounded by bullets together with two of his bodyguards. He is captured alive. The military authorities organize an emergency air transfer towards a hospital in Mexico City, hoping to save him to put him on trial. But it is too late. Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes dies in flight. At 59 years old, the reign of terror of El Mencho closes. But such a rapid, lethal, and ruthless rise could not pass unnoticed beyond.
Yo, look at my B-Day twin!
In the United States, the Jalisco Cartel was not only a criminal organization, but a true and proper threat to national security. The American Anti-Drug Agency considered El Mencho the #1 responsible for the fentanyl epidemic, the synthetic drug that was literally devastating the streets and cities of the United States. For this reason, on his head was placed one of the highest bounties ever offered in the history of crime. $15 million.
Damn.
Behind the scenes, the political pressure of Washington on the Mexican government had become unsustainable. American intelligence started to weave an invisible net, intercepting encrypted communications and employing high-altitude surveillance drones. Without this massive technological support, and without the continuous tip-offs from the United States, finding the ghost would have been almost impossible.
How did the U.S. know everything though? What do you mean the tip-offs? How do you know if he's in Mexico and the government can't track him there? But the U.S. did. Are we overly powerful then? Can we just do anything we want? And if that's the case, why are we controlled by the big ones? You know, why is Mr. Yahoo and them got us in a chokehold?
Capture him alive and extradite.
Can't we just retaliate? Or no, they got too much money.
Security prison in Colorado.
But we print the money.
Exactly as had been done with.
Matter of fact, I support y'all, bro. I forgot we on your platforms.
The CJNG literally
free to pedo.
Hell. The cartel's protocol is clear: create the most total chaos to terrorize the government and paralyze the army's movements.
Free to S2.
In a few hours, over 85 narco blockades are registered in 20 different states.
Free the who?
Fundamental
Free the P,
cities
bro.
like Guadalajara.
Free the P, bro. Free the P. The P, though. Palestine. Free the S. Sudan. Free the C. Congo. I thought we knew these, bro.
Are completely paralyzed. Prisons are assaulted, including a violent prison break in Puerto Vallarta. Pharmacies and supermarkets are set on fire. The government finds itself forced to deploy a colossal force.
I heard something else.
Troops in a few days.
Gotta get those ears clean, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Display of military force that costs the lives of dozens of National Guard agents and suspected criminals. The killing of El Mencho is without a doubt a monumental blow. But the bloody history of Mexican drug trafficking teaches a harsh lesson. When you cut the head off the snake, often others are born. We already saw it in 2016 with the definitive capture of precisely Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. At the time, it was the power vacuum left by the arrest of El Chapo that allowed El Mencho and his newly born Jalisco Cartel to expand like wildfire. Today,
wait, so it's just about to happen again.
History risks repeating itself in reverse. The absence of an authoritarian figure like El Mencho will almost certainly trigger a ruthless war of internal succession. But now that the ghost has fallen,
wait, so you can't do anything about this?
Place at the head of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel? The answer to this question is the real nightmare of the Mexican government. The natural blood successors, like his son Ruben, known as El Menchido, have already been neutralized for some time and extradited to maximum security prisons in the United States. This leaves the field open to his most ruthless lieutenants. On one side, there is Hugo Gonzalo Mendoza Gaitan, alias El Sapo.
Yo, I'm not even laughing. Please don't kill me, bro. That name is serious, bro.
Of the cartel.
That name is serious, bro.
There is the stepson of...
No, he said El Munchito, bro. Like hot Cheetos. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. And then Muchino.
El Mencho.
Good names, man.
Juan
Please
Carlos
don't kill me.
Valencia Gonzalez, nicknamed El-03, who commands the highly feared elite...
You laughing at family names? Bro, it's not my fault, man. Nobody expected him to say Nobody expected him to say that, bro. Like, that was so random.
Without the authoritarian and centralizing figure of Oseguera. To maintain the balance, security experts are certain that the cartel...
But I don't want to die, though. Like, feel me?
The
Like,
real
forgive me,
carnage
please.
that awaits Mexico in the coming weeks will not only be against the forces of the state, but a fierce,
respect the strongest families in Mexico. Well, you are, bro.
These bosses to conquer the crown.
I already apologized.
Of Jalisco. The fall of El Mencho is a strong symbol, but the empire built by him, made of weapons of war, ruthless control of the territory, and billions of dollars, fruit of smuggling, will not disappear overnight. We are facing a turning point for the history of Mexico.
Their name strikes
and
fear.
The global fight against drug trafficking. But according
I'm so
to you,
scared right now.
will the death of El Mencho truly mark the end of the Jalisco cartel? Or will it only give start to an even darker and more violent chapter? If you like this video on the fall of El Mencho, on my channel, you can find many other incredible stories, animated in 3D, made of power, geopolitics, and great international manhunts. Like the incredible hunt for Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, where I show you the secret tunnels, the impossible escapes, and the final siege of the Mexican Marines.
Wow, man. So Mexico is actually like chopped cheddar right now. I don't think they'll ever recover, because how do you get rid of all these drugs? How do you get rid of all that stuff, to be honest? You kind of just don't. You kind of just got to accept it. So me personally, I would just let them stay in power and all that. But whatever, man, I guess.